Until you let go of your idea of what life should be, you will never truly live what life is. We all have an image of the world in our mind, hopes and dreams for what our life can be, regrets and pain over what has happened in it so far. We have some thoughts of who we want to be in this world, some thoughts about what we should be in this world, and then we do everything we can to run from the reality of this world. So, most of our lives, we are trying to escape the reality of our existence, because something's always not right. There's always something for us to do, something for us to make better. Everything is always just around the corner. Then, when we make it around the corner, we simply discover there's another corner, and another corner, and another corner, endlessly until death. One more promotion, and all your hard work and sacrifice will then finally be worth it. Then you get promoted and realize that it wasn't what you wanted at all, which is probably why most people who get promoted quit their jobs shortly after. You keep hoping that life will be different, that you'll be different, and you're pretty sure that it's always just a step away. Your life will be so much better when you get the changes you want, when you lose the weight, when you finally find the love of your life, when you get paid, when you get laid, have that night out. The thing is that the list keeps changing. Because the moment you arrive at the destination you thought would make you happy, you feel a little cheated. You've done it. You got the family, you got the job, you got the friends, and yet you still want more. There's still more to get. There's still more for you to do. There's another promotion for you to vie for, another job for you to go for. Your family begins to have their own problems and you need to be there for that. And nothing is ever how you want it to be. So then misery sets in, the sadness, the daily struggle, turning getting out of bed into a chore. Resentment brews, first for work, then for your family, then for life in general. You try to figure out why you feel this way. You sit down with a therapist, and they ask you about your relationship with your mother. You try drinking, maybe some drugs, hoping for a relief. But the higher the highs, the lower the lows become. And we find ourselves living, as Henry David Thoreau said, lives of quiet desperation. We thought we knew what we wanted from life, but can't explain why it never feels like it's enough. We can never explain why we keep looking for more. And we can't explain that dissatisfied feeling that travels through our minds as we sit up late, unable to sleep. There's no escaping it. It happens to most people. Blame it on society, blame it on evolution, blame it on the way our brains are shaped and have formed over the years. Or maybe even the ease of life. But truthfully, it's the same problem people have been trying to solve for thousands of years. Maybe since man could speak and think for themselves. And that is why there is so much suffering in life. Why do things that we think will make us happy end up making us miserable? Why do the victories we work so hard for not feel as victorious as we hoped? These are not new questions. Though the news and media and memes want to project that in the past, people didn't have these issues. In the past, when men drank heavily and most housewives were on Valium. In the past, when men worked 80-hour work weeks and the majority of children a couple had didn't make it to 5 years old. In the past, when nations revolted against nation and men and women were held in bondage and slavery. No. No matter what they want to tell you, there has never been an escape from this. Buddhism would say life is suffering. In the Bible, in the book of 1 John, it says that those who love the world have no place for the love of God. All through religions and philosophies of all cultures and throughout all of history, from Stoicism, Advaita Vedanta, to Taoism, to Christianity, there had always been the simple and singular understanding that our attachment to everything that we call our life, in the end, will never be enough. Marcus Aurelius said in his Meditations, "Receive without pride and let go without attachment." Letting go can be one of the hardest things in the world. It's also the greatest misunderstood thing in the world. Most people think that when they let go of their desires, let go of their attachments, let go of their identity, that then they need to go and move into a monastery, leave their family behind, stop being a person in the world, and just let all the horrible things happen. This is not what letting go is. When you truly are letting go, you are not giving up on life. Instead, you, for once, are actually going to live it. For you see, the great mistake people make is that life requires them to plan and know where they're going in order for them to arrive. But life will happen regardless of what you do. You never control the outcome, not in the way that you truly want to, but the process, that which you live every solitary day, that which you experience every solitary moment, that which comes with thousands of choices and decisions for you to make, that which is life. A constant changing experience forcing you to adapt, learn, and do. That is where true fulfillment is found. In the process of life rather than its accomplishments. Getting married is an accomplishment. The fun and joy of the experience will always give way to the process. This is where the great failures come in. People want to lose weight, but once they do, they aren't dedicated to the process of healthy living. People want to be married, but they aren't dedicated to the process of being loving and caring spouses for one another. People want to be parents, but aren't ready for the process of every moment of what that means. People vie for promotions, but are not dedicated to the process of actually being an employee of that job because there's always another promotion. And so people live in misery over the decisions they make because they were focused on the goal instead of the process. People often have the goal in mind and never the process, the desire without the commitment. When you let go of your desires and attachments to what life should be, when you let go of the idea that you are this person or that person, surrendering the idea of accomplishment or failure, then all you're left with is the process of living. And this is what true surrender is. When you bring your attention to that, when you stop needing to shape the world to your will, but rather work daily and diligently to love, create, and be all that you truly are, never needing accomplishments, never needing to reach a goal, just doing and taking action and getting done all that you can, you'll notice a change, a real and substantial change in life, something far greater than you ever thought possible, and that is peace. When you don't try to arbitrarily give life a direction, when you don't try to force your will on the world, but rather become obsessed with the processes of life every solitary day, bringing yourself fully and completely to this reality, to the reality of existence, to the oneness of all things, seeing clearly your place in the world, the true purpose of existence will become clear. It's not a finite final goal you need to accomplish before you die, but rather a constant unfolding process that takes shape every second of every day that you live. And when you let go of everything you think you want, that you think will make you happy when you get it, you'll find freedom in a way that you've never been free before. You'll find a level of productivity and relaxation that will be completely different from anything you've experienced. Life changes when you stop putting yourself in the way of life. Life becomes so much more when you stop trying to force life and instead just let it be. The life you truly want, the life that will bring you happiness and peace every day, will only be found when you stop trying to define success and failure and instead simply enter the flow and embrace the process of living. When you do that, when you truly let go of all that you think and want and embrace life and living and creating and building here and now, you'll find that the life of your dreams will become the one you're living. Hey, wait 1 second. I've got something big to share with you. Thanks for watching that video. If you made it this far, you hopefully enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it, we put out one at least every other day. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notifications at the bottom of the video. And keep an eye out for the next video. Also, I'm building a community of people who want to transform their lives over a year. It's called the Cosmic Joke Challenge. If you want to find out what the Cosmic Joke Challenge is, you'll learn that and more in our 100% free Facebook group, which will be growing a library of content not available on YouTube. The link will be available in the description box below. Click it, join, and start transforming your life today.